Good morning, everyone. Welcome to AM Sports here with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullahi. True Democracy, a Division 1 club, has been killing the Giants in this year's FA Cup. From the round of 64 to the round of 16, they have dominated their opposition. And my colleague, Razak Musbao, paid them a visit and put together this report.
Nearly 30 years since its establishment, True Democracy FC has climbed the ladder of Ghana football. After years in the lower divisions, the club earned promotion to the Division 1 League and is making its presence felt. The team currently sits 7th in Zone 3 with 18 points from 12 games. But it's their impressive journey in the MTN FA Cup that has truly captured the imagination of football fans. The Tema-based side began the MTN FA Cup campaign with a 2-0 victory over lower tier side Talons FC on October 28, 2024. In the round of 64, the edge passed fellow Division 1 side Koforidua Sempefi in a dramatic penalty shootout, winning by 4 goals to 3. Then came their biggest challenge yet, a round of 32 clash against Premier League giant and the 2022-23 MTN FA Cup winners, Dreams FC.
Oh, we are not scared, but Dreams FC is a big team, and they won it before. But we are not scared because we prepare well to meet them, because they are former champions. Yeah, but we are not scared.
In fact, that match, we tagged it as a small axe. We were the small axe, and they were the big tree. And we warned them that if they are not careful, we are going to bring it down.
Facing a team with such a pedigree, True Democracy FC rose to the occasion. In the 85th minute, J. Mate delivered a moment of brilliance, scoring the decisive goal to secure a historic upset.
When our player intercepted the ball, he gave the ball to me, and it was on one-on-one occasion. So when I controlled the ball for the first time, I thought I've mixed the ball, but unfortunately, I still had the ball, so I decided to dribble the player on one-on-one occasion. So when I played, it went into the right angle of the goalpost.
The victory wasn't just about individual heroics. It was the result of disciplined preparation, hard work, and the unity of a determined squad.
No, we were excited because it's not easy, especially when we are playing this division, to get the opportunity to play such a big club. Just a year or two ago, they were in the Africa Confederation Cup. We monitored them, we watched them. So getting the opportunity to play against them was a big chance for my players to prove themselves. And then I just passed a simple message to them, which is we are dreaming. It is our dream to be there. They've been there before, they've seen if they've done that. So we will not allow them to come and take our dream away from us, which was very exciting. And then I think the players, they really cope up very well with the situation. They were not under pressure. They were enjoying the situation. They played very well. We dominated them, and then whatever we needed from it, we got the results we want.
Back at the training ground, the celebrations have given way to hard work. The team knows their journey in the FA Cup is far from over. Renewed focus and determination, they are preparing for their next opponent, ready to continue their underdog story.
We are taking match after match, match after match. Now we are in round 16. We are working out to the semi-final. Yeah, that's our mission now.
As I told you before, it's our dream. We are dreaming. We are not wanting to put pressure on ourselves that we want to win it. Yes, winning, yes, every team wants to win, but we are very moderate in our situation, a Division 1 club, and then our aim is to stay in the league. So anything that comes extra, we will take it. But we are not going to put our pressure on us that we want to win it. When the win comes, yes, we will do that.
As they march on in the MTN FA Cup, the team has not lost sight of their league ambitions. For now, the newly promoted side is simply focused on avoiding relegation this season, while keeping their hopes of qualifying for the top flight in the upcoming seasons.
In fact, for the very short term, let's say the next year or two, we intend to remain in this division and probably concentrate on the other side of the business that we are doing. That's transferring players to bigger clubs. Hopefully by the third year we will know we have been well established here, then we can make the next move to the Premier Division. But for now, for the short term, we want to be here and concentrate on our business.
Defender.
Well, True Democracy FC is indeed manifesting the motto of the MTN FA Cup competition, the Obia Nyobia motto that the competition is all about. And after defeating former champions Dreams FC, they are poised to go all the way in this competition. It's the round of 16 that is coming up. They are unsure which team they will be facing yet, but they are unfazed by whichever opponent they will face, and looking forward to making it to the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, even possibly winning the competition. It's not far-fetched for them. They are young, ambitious, and talented. And they are absolutely not afraid of anybody. Well, reporting for Joy Sports, I am Razak Musbah.
And the FA Cup is a competition that has always gotten clubs from Division 1 dominate and compete at the highest level. And many would recall how Nania FC defeated Kumasi Asante Kotoko. This was in 2011, if my memory serves me. And then there was New Edibiasi, a Division 1 team that also won the FA Cup. And Inter Allies, that also qualified to the Ghana Premier League for the first time in their history, made it to the final against Kumasi Asante Kotoko in 2014. And in 2015, it was all Premier League final. Midiama SC, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 2016, a Division 1 team made it to the final again. And that was Okwao United. They came up against Bechem United. And that final took place at the newly built Cape Coast Sports Stadium, which is now in a very deplorable state. 2017 was only a Premier League final. Kumasi Asante Kotoko vs Hearts of Oak in Tamale, when Kotoko defeated them by 3-0 with courtesy of goals from Sadiq Adams. He scored a hat-trick as the Porcupines won that competition. So yes, Division 1 teams have always done well in the FA Cup, and hopefully True Democracy will be one of the teams making it all the way to the final of the competition to continue the story of the FA Cup. Now let's hear from a member of the NDC communication team on their manifesto. In that manifesto, they had promised to rebrand the Winneba Sports College to a university. And he says that his team had earlier visited the facility prior to the elections and reiterated government's commitment to ensuring that that facility is put into good use.
As part of the activities towards the elections, my team and I went in there. And then we had, I think we made a documentary that was about some 4 or 5 months ago. Sincerely, the place wasn't a true reflection of what anyone would call a national sports college. The hostel facilities that were built intending to host sports persons at the college now are being used as hostels for the University of Education as a source of internally generated fund. Now, you would find places that were earmarked for hockey. Trees have overgrown. The traditional plan for the soccer pitches, there are 4. Now, it's only 1. The rest of the 3 are just bush or forest. And the one that is in...
At least we don't have... Do we have any cases of encroachment there? No encroachment?
No. Not much as I know.
Okay.
Yeah. And the existing pitch there, one of the goalposts was supported by a tree wood.
I see.
Yeah. So clearly it tells us that the National Sports College is in an excessively deplorable space. Place where the tennis court is, weed had overgrown and they had sprayed with weedicide, and you would see clearly that. But now we talk about the issue of getting a university. You would need a charter.
Of course.
And that largely has to do with the Ghana Education Trust Fund, the processes of converting it from a national sports college to a university. It's a whole process. And that shouldn't be difficult to do. The reality is that the space is enough for every kind of infrastructure that we would need for, like I said, in the original plan, soccer pitches are already supposed to be 4. And I think that is a good start. Now, remember also that the intention is to have campuses in other parts of our country. So it's just that is the headquarters. That is the main campus. So all of that are in the plan, but for the processes, those are relative to paperwork, and then that has to do with processes that will be at the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission to ensure that we would have met all of the requirements of being a full-fledged university.
Let's talk some football now. And some few weeks ago, the president of Young Apostles accused the Ghana Football Association of working with Maxwell Hansen, a referee, to achieve what he described as their dirty works. Well, the Ghana Football Association charged him for bringing the image of Ghana football into disrepute. He has responded to the charge by the Ghana Football Association, and in his response that he submitted to the FA yesterday, he says the GFA's charge is defective and it is baseless. And he went on to say in his written response that the Ghana Football Association claims of he bringing the image of Ghana football into disrepute is contrary to what the facts are. He went on to state that the GFA, where he believes that the association, which is supposed to be guiding the integrity of Ghana football, is rather abating the people who bring the image of this game into disrepute. He said, regarding the second count, Enimado insisted that the GFA prosecutor's charges are not supported by the specific provisions quoted on the charge sheet. He concluded that the charges are defective and they cannot sustain any disciplinary proceedings. He concluded by requesting for a full hearing where he will be represented by his attorney. He said, you will agree with me that the basis of my defense are essentially legal and factual matters which will require a full hearing where I will be represented by counsel of my choice. I am counting on your respect to the rules of natural justice so that I am able to present my full defense in person with the aid of counsel of my choice. That is what Enim Ado sent to the Ghana Football Association yesterday when he filed his defense against the charges that the FA submitted. The FA had claimed that his comment that they are using referees to achieve their agendas was contrary to the rules governing football in the country, and thus charged him for bringing the image of Ghana football into disrepute. And he says the charges of the FA was defective and baseless. Chelsea back to winning ways. Later tonight, Liverpool will be in action. And also, Curtis Jones, he's a midfielder of Chelsea. He's caused some controversy on social media by saying that he believes Eden Hazard is a better player than Mohamed Salah. And that conversation is ongoing. But now let's bring you the fixtures for the UEFA Champions League. It makes a return today. These are the matches that will be happening. We have Atalanta versus Stamgras. Monaco versus Aston Villa. Atletico Madrid will come against Bayer Leverkusen. Benfica will play Barcelona. Bologna will come against Borussia Dortmund. Club Brugge will play Juventus. Liverpool in action against Lille. Red Star Belgrade against PSV. And Stam Bratislava, yes, they will come up against Stuttgart. So these are the fixtures in the UEFA Champions League as it makes a return tonight. And Liverpool, they have got a perfect start, sitting at the top of the first round of matches. After about 6 matches played, Liverpool have got 18 points. That's a perfect start for Ancelotti and his boys. And maybe just tonight against Lille, the story might change, but it doesn't appear that story will change, considering the machine behind Liverpool, which has oiled them to be so perfect so far this season. And former president of Ghana Athletics, Professor Francis Dodu, he has been appointed presidential advisor on anti-corruption by President John Dramani Mahama. We have that story on myjoyonline.com. He's currently the head of Governance Commission of World Athletics. He was appointed by World Athletics to oversee the issues in Russia and Belarus in their athletics associations, which saw them cheat many times during international competitions. And as a chair of that group, he was supposed to advise World Athletics on the best ways to sanction such federations. So his experience and wealth of knowledge when it comes to governance is expected to play a pivotal role in John Mahama's administration as he appoints him to advise him on anti-corruption. That is your sports for now. We do have more sports stories on myjoyonline.com.